Mr. Speaker, recently I asked why this government took first place as the single biggest killer of bears in the province. Now I have to ask why it is fighting for the title of single biggest killer of wolves. Instead of doing what every expert knows needs to be done to save the caribou, which is protect its habitat, this government employs the antiquated policy of murdering wolves to slow the caribou population decline. So to the Minister of SRD, why does the Minister consider the slaughter of wolves and bears as an acceptable option when it is clear that habitat destruction is the problem?
Honourable Minister, Sustainability Development.
Mr. Speaker, first of all, and we've spoken about the very unfortunate killing of bears, and I want to make sure that Albertans understand that has absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with caribou, Mr. Speaker. The unfortunate interaction of bears and humans and the interests of protecting public safety is what caused the unfortunate shooting of bears last year. And as the honourable member knows, I've already asked for a review of the policy governing camp allocation and how much my department monitors camps to make sure it can't happen again.
Honourable member.
Thanks very much. Well, the Minister knows that culls are a short-term Band-Aid solution which doesn't address the fact that the caribou have nowhere to go and nowhere to live. How is this government going to address the real problem that the caribou are being pushed out by development?
Minister of Sustainable Resource Development.
Mr. Speaker, actually I would agree with the honourable member that the culling or the control of wolves is a short-term solution and not likely to be successful in the long term. But given the current circumstance of my being unable to plunk new habitat on the landscape, the wolf program will be an effective short-term solution, and it will only be used as a short-term solution.
Honourable member.
Well, back to the same minister. I'm not hearing a long-term solution, which has to be working with the oil and gas sector to make sure that there's corridors to allow the caribou to move about and find a new habitat. And yet all I hear is you won't use the cull unless you have to. What are you actually doing to fix this problem long-term, Mr. Minister?
Well, Mr. Speaker, the member hasn't been around for the last few years, apparently, to listen to things like the land use strategy, which set aside new protected areas for caribou, talks about connectivity on the landscape. More to come, Mr. Speaker. I don't know why that member insists on this American style of questioning, but it's not fruitful, Mr. Speaker.